Good morning. For those of you who don't know, my name is Maya Karen. I run a fashion blog called Classically Kept. It does feature luxury, contemporary, and how to style, and now natural hair care and hair care topics. If you are into any of those things, please consider subscribing to my channel. Click the notification bell. That way you will never miss a video. So we are in the new year of 2024. I found an article from Retail Boss. We are going to go over the 25 best investment luxury handbags for 2024. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so number one, and this, if you see me looking down, it's my phone, and this is in no particular order. Number one is going to be Telfar, and more specifically, they're a shopping tote. If you know anything about fashion, you know the hysteria behind this company, and you know the hysteria behind the bags, okay? If you were to hop on their website right now, which I just did prior to filming this video, because we're also going to go over the resale value. If you were to hop on their website, you would see that everything is sold out, and this company has actually gone to the drop model. Basically, I think what it is that you sign up, they give you the location. I believe you go there and you have to fend for yourself. Me personally, I prefer Brandon Blackwood. For me, the marketing and just, I guess you could say, the elegance or the classicness of his bags are better to me. Right here, you see that it's top stamped, and then right here, he has so cleverly done his B for his logo. The Telfar shopping bag, just to me, it's so logo centric that, or the logo is just right there, that it's too much for me. Give me that same bag with the hot stamp Telfar, maybe like the logo like brought down to a certain size and put it like in the corner, and I think it would be perfect. Or give me the shopping bag in the mini size in like a structured with feet and a top handle, and I'd be all for it. For me personally, the emblem is just too large. Now, according to Retail Boss, this bag does hold its value and it retains its value 228%. If you were to hop on eBay, if you were to hop on Rebag, if you were to hop on RealReal, you're going to pay more for this bag on a secondhand market than you would at the store. And that's another reason why there's so much hysteria around it. When you hear about the drop, when you get the location, you have to go, because if you come back and then look for it on a resale value or a resale market, you're going to pay more. Next, we have the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. I am not a huge bag person. I like small and mini bags. I am also not a tote person. I used to be a tote person in college, but as I have gotten older, my bags have gotten smaller. I understand this bag. I understand the purpose of it. And then we also have the retention for this one was 130%. So if you were to hop on a resale website like your RealReal or like Fashion File, you may pay more or you may pay equal to, especially depending on the condition of the bag. The next bag is going to be the Hermes Constance bag. I actually really like this bag. Of course, the quality, it's Hermes. It's going to retain its value, whether it's in the store or whether it's on the resale market, and people are going to pay for it. You always hear people talking about the craftsmanship of Hermes. I like this bag. I wish the H was a tiny bit smaller, but other than that, I absolutely love this bag. Aside from the large H, it's a very classic silhouette and it comes in beautiful colors, okay? And according to Retail Boss, the value retention is 128%, which we see all the time. If you go into the store, I've seen these on the resale market anywhere from 15 to 20 grand. If you go into the store, I believe it's around the same as a Hermes Kelly and an Hermes Birkin. The next one is going to be the Hermes Pectin Lock bag. And this is one, I guess you could say, of their lesser known bags. But again, it's still going to hold its value. I have rarely seen this bag in the Charlotte metro area. This bag retains its value at 120%. Again, it's Hermes. Most Hermes bags on the resale market are going to go for more than they are in the store. That is the reason why people play the Hermes game. The next bag is going to be the Fendi Mama bag. And looking at this, I've never seen this before, but it does state that this is a larger iteration of the iconic baguette. We all know of the baguette, we all know of Sex and the City, and we all know of Sarah Jessica Parker, okay? But this bag, it makes sense. It's a large bag and it's classic. It holds its value or value retention at 120%. The next bag is the Chanel Duval tote or the DeVille tote. Maybe I'm following the wrong women, but I have not seen someone talk about this bag or this tote, I would probably say in the last 5 years. I don't even think probably like in the cruise collection, or probably in the cruise collection, they've probably done some iterations of this, but has it actually been flooding my feed? I have not seen anybody with this bag in a while. Now, this jean one, or this chambray one, or this dark jean one, this seems like this would be very popular. I just know that I haven't seen it. I get it. It's Chanel and it's a huge bag. This one keeps its value at 115%. Next is going to be the Hermes Kelly bag. We're all familiar with the Kelly bag. We know that right now, even though big bags are on the rise, we very much know that when it comes to the Birkin and the Kelly, these small ones are selling the best. And we also know that on the resale market, you are going to pay more, sometimes even double than what you would pay in the store. We know the craftsmanship, we know the fashion house, so we understand why it's on this list. And the value retention is 113%. I actually thought it would have been higher than that, and maybe it will be higher if the Birkin is on this list. Next is going to be the Fendi baguette, and we already spoke about this with the Mama bag. So the Mama bag is the larger iteration of the Fendi bag. We spoke about Sarah Jessica Parker. We mentioned the baguette. I remember it was either this year, 2022 or 2023, when they re-released that purple sequin Fendi baguette. It was absolutely gorgeous. Not my style, but I understood why people wanted it. I have actually always loved the Fendi baguette. It's not a very structured bag, but I think it's just a very classic silhouette, and I think it's a very classic Fendi bag. And this one retains its value at 112%. Next is going to be Hermes. There's a lot of Hermes on this list, but we understand why it's Hermes. But this is going to be the Evelyn bag. It's going to be generation 3. Here in the Carolinas, I will say that I don't really see like millennials and Gen Zers wearing this bag. This is more, I guess you could say, of like an established woman bag, maybe like someone over 40 or 45, which there's nothing wrong with that. This bag does not appeal to me, but I understand it. It's understated. Bag is beautifully made, and it always comes in beautiful colors, and it retains its value at 112%. Next, we have the Chanel 22, the hobo bag. The amount of hysteria this bag caused, again, not my taste. It looks like one of those drawstring gym bags that Chanel just chose to put their name on the bottom, put a couple of baubles on it, and then just put it in leather. And the price, what's the value for this one? This one is at 110%, so it retains its value at 110%. This bag flooded all of my social media, whether it was Instagram, whether it was YouTube, whether it was shorts, whether it was reels. This bag was everywhere. I know it came in black, I believe it came in pink, and I think it came in white. For me personally, none of them, I guess you could say, exuded luxury to me, and they especially did not warrant the price. As I said, to me, it looks like one of those drawstring bags that they hand out to you like at summer camp, or after you've done like a walk, say like a breast cancer walk, like the Susan G. Komen walk. It just reminds me of a knapsack. I don't know, but the hysteria over this bag was insane. And we also see that because it was 110% of its retail value. Next is going to be the Hermes Birkin bag. And remember, we spoke about the Kelly bag, and we know that for both of these bags, these smaller ones are selling. Even though big bags are coming back, people have been buying, or have the ones that are sought after are these smaller ones. For the Birkin, it is going to be the 25. A lot of people have dubbed that as the perfect size and for like an everyday carry-all. Most people are saying like the 30 and the 35 are for work or for traveling, okay? But this bag right here is an icon, and if you were to hop on Fashion File, as a matter of fact, really quickly, let's hop on Fashion File because I want to see if it's gone up. I want to say right now in the store, a 25 Birkin is probably going to cost you anywhere between, I would say, $9,500 and $11,000. But let's look this up in real time. Let's see. The very first one that we see is $31,495. The next one was $41,900, and now they've knocked it down to $39,800. The next one is $16,000. The one after that is $49,300. And I bet these two right here, yep, $24,900, and then you have $28,700. So when it comes to investment bags, the 25 Hermes Birkin is definitely going to be something for you to look at or for you to take note. The next investment bag is going to be the Chanel Coco top handle. This one makes sense. These are all over the place. I've seen them on Instagram. I've seen them on Pinterest. I've seen them on YouTube. And we do know that these hold their value, and they do come in a couple of different sizes, and it is a very classic silhouette. So this one value retention is 107. Next, we have the Hermes Lindy bag. This is definitely a newer bag for Hermes. It was debuted, I believe, in 2007 on the runway for fall and winter. And it is a very unique shape. So as far as the shape is concerned, I appreciate that. Is it my taste? No, but the fashion girls love them. Again, it's Hermes, the quality, the craftsmanship, and it retains its value at 107%. Next, the next two are going to be Louis Vuitton, and they are the SLGs, small leather goods. People go crazy over Louis Vuitton SLGs. This one right here is going to be the pochette accessory. This one right here has been around forever, and it will continue to just appreciate. This one is a value retention of 102. Which brings me to the next one is going to be, this is the Felicie pochette, so just another iteration. This one has a flap. People love Louis Vuitton SLGs, and I will give you the perfect example. The planner or the binder. People go crazy. Whenever they come in stock, they sell out. And if you were to hop on the resale market, you would see that you're going to pay more, or you might even pay double for it. Now, if you are a fashion lover, you already knew that this bag was going to be on this list. If the Hermes, Kelly, and Birkin are on this list, then you know that this is going to be on this list. It is going to be the iconic Chanel Classic Flap. And as a matter of fact, I believe it popped up on my feed, I want to say a couple of days ago, that they will be having another price increase, right? Surprise, surprise. But you would be remiss, especially if you are in fashion or if you are in the fashion world, to not acknowledge the staying power that the Chanel Classic Flap has. So I have a Chanel. This is a square. It has silver hardware, and it is in the lambskin. I bought this bag in 2014. Everything with tax, I believe it was like $3,100. This bag today, because of its condition, if I wanted to, I could sell this upwards of anywhere from, I would probably say $5,500 or to $6,000, which means the medium, which we know right now is the most popular size. You do have the maxi, you do have the jumbo, which means you have a small size and then you have the medium. I have seen the medium on some websites go as far as go as much as about 15 grand. Which means if I were to sell this, when I bought it at 31, I could sell this for 6. I would have made my money back and then some. We are all annoyed at Chanel. We are all talking about their terrible quality and lack of customer service. But we also all know that people are going to continue to buy Chanel. Next is going to be Prada. It is going to be their triangle tote. I don't know about you guys, but last summer, this tote was all over my feed. The fashion girls were eating this bag up. And it makes sense. It's very practical, very beachy, very vacation-like, very resort. And it holds its retention at 98%. Next, we have the Louis Vuitton On The Go tote, and I actually appreciate this one more, or I actually like this one more than I do the Neverfull. I'm a structure bag girl. Top handle structure all day, love it. So I like this one better. It would be nice if they could just do like a smooth leather, because I'm not a logo girl either, but I get it. You spend the money and you want people to know. This one holds its value at 98%. Next is going to be Celine. It is going to be the Ava bag. This, I believe, is is a newer bag for them. Celine, I'm surprised this made the list. I like the shape of the bag. Again, it's very logo heavy. I would rather it be a smooth leather. But this surprises me, dare we say understated, dare we say quiet luxury. But this surprised me because when you think of fashion houses that are going viral, fashion houses that are trending, you don't really think of Celine, but they have always been kind of like, not by the wayside, but they have kind of like been in the wing, like just like on the side in the wing, and they will come up every so often. This bag is definitely understated, and if you are looking for something that is quiet luxury, Understated. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Celine would definitely be a great company for you. This bag holds its value at 95%. Next is going to be the Hermes Her Bag Zip. I see this bag on Fashion File all the time. I just had no idea that people were actually buying this bag. If it were me, of course, I would prefer the Birkin or the Kelly, but I get it. You're still a part of the fashion house. You will still have a piece from the fashion house. And then with it maintaining its value retention at 95%, you may even be able to make some money off of it should you choose to sell it. Next, we have the Chanel 19, the flap bag. Most of the women that I actually follow or consume their fashion content, they absolutely loved this bag. So this makes sense to me. It was debuted in 2019. Of course, it's the Chanel 19. If you don't know, Chanel will do debuts or they will release bags and name them within the year that they release them. This bag, I get it. It's a little too loose for me. I'd rather it be a structured bag. I prefer the classic flap, but this bag was everywhere. So I get it. You could probably think of it as more like a casual version of the classic flap. And it retains its value at 94%. Next is going to be the Louis Vuitton Speedy bag. If you are a fashion lover, if you follow fashion, if you are a fashion girl, then this should make sense to you. Pharrell was named the creative director of the men's portion of Louis Vuitton. I believe this is his third debut or his third runway show. He was sending $1 million Speedies down the runway. So of course there's going to be a trickle down effect. And then even in his latest collection, there was a focus on Speedies. Myself, I am an Almo girl. I love Almos. I think that they are a classic shape. As a matter of fact, I have a small one, or I think it's the PM. I need a mini one. And currently these bags are holding their value at 93%. Next, another Hermes bag, and it's going to be the Garden Party Tote. I would probably say if I had to choose a tote at this point in my life, I would probably say it would be this one and in this specific color. I think the color is gorgeous. Again, it's Hermes, so we know that the quality and the craftsmanship is going to be there. And then these actually hold their value at 93%. Next is going to be Loewe. It's going to be their basket tote. Again, for the fashion girlies, if you are into fashion, you would have seen these, I would probably say, for the past couple of summers. I know several content creators, I know several fashion girls that have this bag. It makes sense, it's practical, it's simple, it's elevated, and it's chic. These hold their value at 92%. And the last bag to round out the best investment bags for 2024 is going to be the Prada Re-Edition 2000 Hobo Bag. This bag, I understand. Again, if you love fashion, if you are a fashion girl, you probably have some type of iteration of this bag. I know when they came out with the crystal one, it went viral. You know, again, not my thing, but I understand it. Not so much the crystal one, but just the black one, the nylon one, as an everyday bag, and you can throw it over your shoulder. I can appreciate and understand the practicality of it. This one holds its value at 92%. So those are all of the bags that were on the list for 2024 for the best investment bags. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Let me know if any of them surprised you. I will say the Celine bag did surprise me. Let me know in the comments if this list is missing anything. I just want to remind you, here on YouTube, I do upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and right here, I'll put my Instagram handle. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. Bye.
We always have it coming.